Hey, I was just browsing Twitter, and this tweet from Tyler here reminded me that in any startup success, anytime you see a successful founder or a product that's really killing it, there is so much under the surface. All of these layers that brought that founder and that product to the place where they're at, that contributed to their success. And one way I've been able to kind of articulate or formulate this is the hierarchy of needs for new product ideas. And right there at the foundation is kind of the important piece, which is increasing or unmet customer demand in a category. Really, it doesn't matter how charismatic a founder is, how much skills they bring to the table, how big their network is, how big their audience is, even what insights they have about a particular market or category. If there's not an underlying demand, if there's not a group of customers actively seeking out a solution to a problem, with money in hand, willing to pay for it, it doesn't matter who you are or how skilled you are or how popular you are. As a founder, you can't overcome that gap. There has to be demand already there. And you can either see it because you see people spending money, you see people actively trying to solve this problem on their own by cobbling together different apps together. But there has to be some sort of evidence that people want what you're thinking about building. But the next level up is that the founder has some sort of built-in advantage in that given category. And really, this is what Tyler's talking about, right? A deep understanding, the ability to speak fluently to your customers, understanding their pain points and needs. If you've already been in a given category or an industry, you have a built-in advantage. And so much of success in startups or products or whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever business you're trying to build, is whatever you bring to the table as leverage. Business is really about leveraging whatever advantages you have. Stack them all up. And the more advantages you have, the more strengths, the more likely you are to succeed. So if you're incredible at doing SEO like Ruben Gamez is with DocSketch, then use it to your advantage. If you have a personal brand, like I did when we launched Transistor, then use that. If you have rich parents, which I didn't have, and they're willing to give you money to help extend your runway, ask them for money. Any advantage you have, you should bring that to your company, especially if you're building on top of this foundation of a clear customer demand in a category. And then the next level up is that you have some sort of unique idea, insight, implementation that resonates with the market. You can't just go into an existing category and build the same features that everyone else has and the same brand and use the same default, styling and the same illustration style on your landing page. We've all seen that. That's not going to work. Of course, you have to stand out. If you're going into an existing category, especially if it's competitive, you are going to need to compel people to switch to your product from a competitor, or if they're not currently a customer of a competitor, you need to convince them to use your product in that category for the first time. And there needs to be something compelling about your product. And it could be brand. There's some products that have really been able to build a hedge with branding. And it could be, you are simpler, easier to use than your competitors. Maybe it's your business model. When Transistor launched, we were the first ones to really launch multiple podcasts on one account. So you didn't have to pay for extra shows. If you wanted to start another podcast, you could just do it. And that was a unique innovation, a business model innovation in podcasting. So you need to have ideas, brand, implementation that resonates with the market. And then next up is you're going to need some resources to build and launch that product. And this is where your skills come in handy. This is where your network, this is where your money, this is where, anything you can do to execute on that vision, get it out into the market, have a solid product, have solid marketing. Again, this is where I think it's been really helpful to have a partner with John Buda, because together we kind of have both sides of the pie. We intersect in the middle when it comes to product, but John is an incredible builder, developer, designer, and then I'm definitely more on the marketing and promotion side. And together, that really works well, right? 50% product development, 50% marketing, and being able to have those resources, either human resources or financial resources, probably a combination of both, is really necessary. And then all of that leads, hopefully, to a product that resonates with the market. And there's always going to be an element of luck and timing that gets you to that point. But it's all of these foundational layers, one stacked on top of the other, that's going to get you there. And so sometimes when I write a blog post or I tweet, or even like folks like Tyler are tweeting and trying to share these insights about what it takes to build a good product that actually, gets traction in a market, the key is that it's not just one thing. Even though, at a given time, I might be talking about a given thing. In this case, Tyler's just talking about this one element of success. But you really need all of these elements working together, built on top of each other, in order to reach what we're all going for, the dream of having a product that is in the market, that's earning profits and giving us as founders and employees and customers the lives that we want. Hope that's helpful. I'll talk to you later.